Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this fella, Davide Fratesi, is one of those players who will always put in an honest shift. He plays in the centre of midfield, so he has all the characteristics needed for that. The speed, the power. He's got fire in his belly, and he's tough and durable. And he's one of those guys, you just want him in your team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Luka! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Luka. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Inzaghi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Raspadori. Tries to pass it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. João Neves. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Luka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vega did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. João Neves in acres of space out wide. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And reclaimed it in a trice.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Raspadori. Raspadori. And it's Fratesi. And it's Ricci. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Could be danger here. He's having a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
His way to the information centre. Substitution for Portugal. Number 10, Gonzalo Ramos.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 9.
Italy are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Luca. Pepe gets across to intercept that. Now this could be a chance. It's Inzaghi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there.
Mendes tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ronaldo. He's found a way through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Italy could not have chosen a worse moment. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for and it was a reckless lunge.
This to go one up. Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Terrific header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And that's been won straight back. Raspadori. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, that's nice. Otto has it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear. Now there's a fine... And the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game. Vega can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Filippo Inzaghi!
Italy really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Good ball, good take. The ball goes in. Luca. And they've got rid.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. Italy have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Bergomi produces the perfect tackle there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vitinha into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 8, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on to replace
90
him
minutes
is
gone and
number
nothing
18,
between them still.
Mario. Substitutions taking place.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Inzaghi. Odo is always looking to play quality balls. João Cancelo. Now it's Pedro Neto. Retegi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. He's in space and looking for options. Diogo Costa deals with that nice and simple. They've reached the midway point in extra time. So 15 minutes to find a winner, but is there anything left in the tank? And so the last chance to find a winner. So for the last time, who dares to win? That's a sharp pass. Now it's Pedro Neto. João Mario for Pedro Neto. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Now the delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. Filippo Inzaghi. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Shoots! Oh, yes! It's there! And surely that has won the day! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either.
Shot a goal! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Atletico Paranense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took.
Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed...
And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Messi, and he plays one through. Now he's off and running. And he's intervened well there. And it's Cruyff, and he's there to make the challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Beckham. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vieira could move up a gear here. Messi. And it's Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff! And again the keeper stands strong. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. Xavi Alonso. Played into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass has been well intercepted. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Cruyff. Picked out brilliantly. Messi! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Beckham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bergomi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's anyone's ball now. Defending of the desperate variety. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Will the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff? Substitutions taking place.
The second half then, just getting going. Atletico Paranaense do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hernes. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. And they get themselves in front. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Atletico Paranaense go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It looked as though that... Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Decent hit from there. Gilberto Silva. Can he get it through? Hernes looking to run onto it. And he gets rid in a hurry. Atletico Paranaense perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Aims beyond the defence. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Up he goes! No mistake! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 25.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 6.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that's a dangerous ball. And the shot! And he's there to get it away. Look at the space here. Real chance! That is special! Gareth Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Del Piero! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And Del Piero!
There will be 5 minutes.
That was
added time.
superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bale. Gilberto Silva. Seedorf. Deep into stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nedved has it in. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Atletico Paranaense have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Bale, voted
And a
man of
quick
the match,
reminder
and
today, everybody,
deservedly
to
so.
make sure to put any litter in the bins
So, Jim, how do you reflect
provided.
on
Thank you
what
for
we've
your
seen?
cooperation.
Atletico Paranaense clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge.
Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Henderson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the left flank. Knocks it into space. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. And he's heaved it away. Xavi Simons. Bergomi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, they've got it again. Oh, good-looking ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Driving through the middle. Xavi Simons conjures time and space where few can. And he's running Rummenigge! It's a good run, that. Great timing. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is a little... And he's decided to go for it. Atletico Paranaense couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Luis Suarez. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And Messi! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rummenigge.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Odo. Seedorf. Seedorf going face-to-face with... Chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Jordan Henderson. He won't be happy with that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Atletico Paranaense, number 5, Suarez.
So off we go once more.
Xabi Alonso.
Atletico Paranaense can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Coming on the field, number 7,
Seedorf will not want to lose out here. Rummenigge!
number 17,
Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And this is Bale. He's found a way through. Can he finish? It's in! Atletico Paranaense back in business. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Atletico Paranaense grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Atletico Paranaense still have the cards to affect this game. Vieira. Ribery. Vieira. And it's Bale. Baresi calmly anticipates. Seedorf. Serginho. Lam is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's shifting through the gears here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Ribery.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ribery.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's a key interception. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's in plenty of space here. That's an excellent interception. And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
With a quick request for support from
Any
our
reflections
charity
on what
fund,
you've seen, Jim?
Chance in
Yeah,
Football.
this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and there's green grass ahead of him. Bergomi tries to clear. Oh no, what has happened here? Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Thuram gets a foot in here. And this is Luis Suarez. Raul. That's good vision. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has been cleared. Atletico Paranaense have the chance to go the other way. Now, the ball's gone astray. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And he welcomes it in. Raul.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well read, nice interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Messi. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Now it's Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's gone loose. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Nedved with a real chance here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Nedved! Oh, it rattles the bar! Cruyff. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And the through ball. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the ball's... Oh, what has happened here? Takes aim and crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
1 minute added time.
Nakamura. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Green backpack. Kindly contact a nearby member of staff. Substitution for Atletico Paranaense. Number 6. Johan Cruyff.
That gets things going for the second half.
Suarez.
Atletico Paranaense have been the...
He's having a go!
Coming on the field, number 17, Bale.
Atletico Paranaense come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And they can counter here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice interception. His positioning was decent chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Here, chance for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It'll be a throw-in. Ribery. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players are...
Nedved! It's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Number 8,
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played back in. He's free, he has got... He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Diogo Costa trying to keep this in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up.
It's Bale! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Atletico Paranaense take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And it's made its way to... Shoots! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I query, Peter, whether he should have been allowed to do that in the first place.
And that will be it. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Maldini tries to clear. And they've been given a corner. Milan with the corner. They're first. Oh, what a climb! And that has been clubbed away. Quarter of an hour played. Maldini calmly anticipates. Knocks it out wide. Atletico Paranaense yet to have an attempt on goal. Thinks about the shot. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to pass it through.
Milan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Kane. Plays a sharp little ball here. That is a crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Inzaghi, and he's on his way. Goes for a shot! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Azar. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Atletico Paranaense head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Maldini gets across to intercept that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, that's delightful. Threads one in. Messi. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Atletico Paranaense just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Vieira. Just about up to the hour now. Baresi makes the interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Atletico Paranaense clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Milan looking to pass their way through. And here's Kane. Kane! And he lines up a cross.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Inzaghi. And he's surging through. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Plays it through. Xabi Alonso. He's got away.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air.
And Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Luis Suarez! Thuram gets into some space. Cleared away. He's gone for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Iwobi. Quarter of an hour played. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So it is still 0-0. Olise. He's in a great position here. Iwobi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Neymar. He has found a way through. And he's quick to snatch it back. And there's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Luis Suarez. And it's been played through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? He is through here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Luis Suarez. Busquets can so cleverly bypass the press. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's let fly! Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Carvajal. That's good play. Great vision. Now it's Luis Suarez. Not the most convincing of passes. Baresi. That's a sharp pass. And it's Carvajal. That'll be a throw-in. Nedved. Cruyff. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, super ball. He is through here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking for options for movement. And they're quick to get it back. Here it is, cross. Up he goes! Xabi Alonso clears it away. Atletico Paranaense so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that's going to be a booking. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That has been cut short. Well read, nice interception. And it's Xabi Alonso. Atletico Paranaense finding their path. Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Fletcher can get it clear. It's run loose here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Xavi Alonso. Looking to play him in. Knocks it into shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a quick ball upfield. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Maldini deals with that comfortably. And he's heaved it away. Carvajal. Messi. He's got away. Vieira. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution for Atletico Paranaense. Number 5.
And we're off again.
Number 13.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Number 7. Yankola. Number 3.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi. Pinches it off him. That's a throw.
Substitution in progress.
And he's managed to gift it back. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. It's a promising position. It's a mighty effort! He has done it! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And this is Lewandowski! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really...
And the shots! They've done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a...
And Messi! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish of true class! There seemed no way back, but they are level. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Messi.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. Now it's Bale. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Lahm.
There will be 5
Lahm
minutes added
proves
time.
just a little bit too strong. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Takes a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Atletico Paranaense have won it by sheer... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men...
Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Pedri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He could be in here. Just the keep. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Big moment! Massive goal!
What a super start. A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Atletico Paranaense are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lofted in. And it's hoisted clear. And the counter is on. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Foden. Foden proves just a little bit too strong. So, third corner of the game. Pedri! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Messi. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter.
Decent chance! Off the post! They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Mendes.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Ronaldo looking to play it into the box. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Keeper's dealt with that. Cruyff. Half-time getting close now. Now it's Messi. And he's picked it up out wide. Nedved. Oh, there's the clearance. That has been slung wide.
2 added minutes.
Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's definitely not his best. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Messi. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution.
And And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Xavi Simons. Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. Ah, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. He's under a lot of pressure there. Knocks it out wide. The ball's swung. Oh, what a climb! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
And the shots! He scores! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Atletico Paranaense get them... And the finish! He scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Messi plays a sharp little ball here. Atletico Paranaense are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Simons. And he can clear it away. And that's another throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. The ball has bounced loose now. Bale has created 1 goal already. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Atletico Paranaense have it back and can go again. Nuno Mendes. And it's Pedri. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nice control. Lovely bit of skill. Bergomi is there and he can get that clear. Collar. Rodri kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Van Dijk. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's a dangerous ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rodri gets over and intercepts. 4 extra minutes added on. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's...
And he's had a hit! Son Heung-min couldn't squeeze it through. Nesta cuts it out. Xavi Alonso. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Xavi Alonso. Showing good feet. Crosses it, up he goes! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Oh, he's hit the bar! And now they can spring out of defence. It'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Son Heung-min, this is promising. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. This time, surely! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And Atletico Paranaense take the lead. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
Applies the finish! Another save.
Son Heung-min really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Atletico Paranaense clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Cruyff. Bale gets good distance on it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min goes steaming forward. Well, that has not gone well. He's got away. Son Heung-min! They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Added time.
Referee's given a throw. And that's definitely not his best. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Atletico Paranaense head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution.
That's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's hoisted clear. Now, can they get it back? It's net! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! He has missed it.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cruyff hurtling down that right flank. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now that's well seen too. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Out towards the flank. Just about up to 75 minutes. Son Heung-min. Nedved. He is through here. Deftly away.
Atletico Paranense surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's lost his man here. And he's managed to get rid. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Five minutes left on the clock. And it's Bale. Threads one in. Great chance! Oh, crossbar! Looking to go deep. And the keeper beats it away.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Atletico Paranaense have... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It's Luis Suarez! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, easy pickings there. Beckham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Beckham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Atletico Paranaense have the chance to go the other way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! That's tidy. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's gone for a throw-in. Vieira. Atletico Paranaense leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Thuram is there and he can get that clear. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Just off target.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great vision. And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Messi. And Messi! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cruyff is flagged offside. Marquinhos. Beckham. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. He's away. Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Beckham with the short one. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. has not gone well. Vieira. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Nedved. Oh, that's a very decent... Alonso! Oh, belter! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.